Princess Diana wasn't just a royal, she was a global icon who broke the mold and redefined what it meant to be a modern princess. From becoming the first princess to ever receive a salary to defying royal protocols in the name of motherhood, Diana's life was anything but ordinary. But behind the fairy tale exterior was a woman battling personal struggles, mental health challenges, and navigating one of the most public marriages in history. You think you know her story? There's so much more to uncover. Diana, Princess of Wales, was one of the most beloved figures of the 20th century. Known for her beauty, grace, and humanitarian efforts, Diana's life was filled with extraordinary moments that continue to capture the world's imagination. But behind the iconic images and headlines was a complex woman, one who defied tradition, showed vulnerability in the face of adversity, and left behind a legacy that still resonates today. Let's dive deeper into the life of a woman who transformed the royal family and became a symbol of compassion, strength, and resilience. Diana, Princess of Wales, July 1st, 1961, August 31st, 1997. Full name Lady Diana Frances Spencer was widely known as Princess Diana. Her life, though cut tragically short, continues to captivate the world. 1. Educational background. Diana was born into the prestigious Spencer family, a lineage steeped in British aristocracy. Despite her noble upbringing, Diana's formal education was somewhat limited. She attended private school as a young girl, then enrolled in a finishing school in Switzerland at 16. After this, she didn't pursue higher education, something that might surprise many given her eventual global influence. After completing her education, Diana chose to work in a kindergarten due to her deep love for children. It was during this time that she caught the eye of Prince Charles, and their subsequent marriage elevated her to international fame. Diana became the Princess of Wales and made history in a way few may realize. She was the first princess ever to receive a salary, a reflection of her growing independence and modernity within the royal family. 2. Relationship with her mother. Diana's childhood was deeply affected by her parents' turbulent divorce. Her mother, Frances Shand Kidd, and her father, John Spencer, engaged in a bitter custody battle. Although her mother fought to care for Diana and her siblings, custody was ultimately awarded to their father. This created a rift between Diana and her mother, which only worsened as Diana grew older. The emotional toll of her parents' separation left a lasting mark on Diana. Her relationship with her mother continued to be strained throughout her life, especially during her own marital struggles with Prince Charles. Frances publicly criticized some of Diana's decisions, further exacerbating their already tense relationship. Despite these struggles, Diana always emphasized family and motherhood, seeking to create a more stable environment for her own children. 3. Her mental health struggles. Diana was one of the first royals to openly address the topic of mental health, speaking candidly about her battle with depression and bulimia. At a time when mental health issues were often stigmatized, Diana's vulnerability was groundbreaking. Her honesty in discussing her struggles helped destigmatize mental health issues and resonated with millions around the world. She became an inspiration for many who were dealing with similar challenges. 4. Her royal wedding and dress. Diana's wedding to Prince Charles on July 29, 1981, was watched by over 750 million people worldwide, earning the title Wedding of the Century. But behind the grand spectacle, there were several fascinating details. Her wedding dress was an iconic piece of history, designed by David and Elizabeth Emanuel. Made from ivory silk taffeta, it featured a record-breaking 25-foot train, the longest in royal history, and was adorned with 10,000 pearls. The dress, while beautiful, nearly didn't fit into the glass coach that carried her to St. Paul's Cathedral. Despite the fairy tale setting, the wedding wasn't without its small hiccups. During the ceremony, Diana nervously mixed up Prince Charles's full name, saying Philip Charles Arthur George, instead of the correct Charles Philip Arthur George. Charles also stumbled slightly during his vows. Diana made a bold statement by omitting the word obey from her vows, a progressive move for the time, signifying her desire to modernize certain aspects of royal tradition. Her wedding dress set trends for brides around the world for years to come, but it was also a reflection of Diana's desire to blend tradition with her own personal style. 5. Running at her children's school. Diana was a hands-on mother who defied royal protocol in several ways. One of her most memorable moments as a parent occurred when she joined a race at her children's school, much to the surprise of the royal watchers. According to royal etiquette, ladies are not supposed to run in public. However, Diana put on a long skirt and ran enthusiastically alongside the other mothers at a school event, showing that for her, being a mother came before royal protocols. 6. The famous revenge dress. In 1994, after Prince Charles publicly admitted to his affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, Diana made headlines with her now iconic revenge dress. It was a black off-the-shoulder gown by Christina Stambolian, a striking departure from her typically conservative royal attire. The dress, paired with her radiant appearance, made a powerful statement. Rather than shy away from the public eye after the scandal, Diana chose to step out with grace and confidence. This moment symbolized her strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Aspiring to be a ballet dancer. Before her royal duties consumed her time, Diana harbored dreams of becoming a ballet dancer. However, at 5 feet 10 inches, she was considered too tall for the profession, which typically favors more petite dancers. Despite this, she remained a passionate supporter of the arts, often attending ballet performances and lending her influence to promote the industry. Ballet may have been an unattainable dream for Diana, but her admiration for the art form endured throughout her life. 8. Diana worked as a nanny. Before her marriage to Prince Charles, Diana worked as a nanny, earning just $5 an hour. Her employer described her as a shy, caring, and polite young woman. It's a lesser-known chapter in her life, but one that adds depth to her character, showing that even as a future princess, Diana led a relatively humble life before entering the royal spotlight. 9. Friendship with Michael Jackson. Diana and pop icon Michael Jackson shared a bond based on mutual respect and their commitment to philanthropy. Their friendship, though not widely publicized, was well known in certain circles. One of their most famous interactions took place during Jackson's 1988 Wembley concert, where Diana playfully told him that Dirty Diana was her favorite song, much to his surprise. Jackson had planned to omit the song from his set list out of respect, but Diana insisted it be played. Their friendship was a reflection of their shared compassion for the world's most vulnerable, and Jackson spoke highly of Diana, especially after her untimely death. After Diana's death, Michael Jackson was deeply saddened, and during a concert in 1997, he dedicated the song Gone Too Soon to her as a tribute. 10. Her private burial site. Princess Diana is buried at the Althorpe Estate, her family's ancestral home. Her final resting place is on a secluded island, the Oval Island, which is off limits to the public. This privacy was intended to protect Diana's grave from media intrusion, ensuring her peace in death. While visitors can tour the estate and view the island from afar, they are not allowed to access the island itself. Her burial site is simple, yet profoundly meaningful, surrounded by 36 oak trees, one for each year of her life. Though Diana was a public figure beloved by millions, her family's decision to bury her in a more private setting speaks to her desire for peace and privacy, which she often sought but rarely found during her life. Princess Diana's legacy is far more than just the glamour of royal life. She was a trailblazer who broke traditions, a mother who defied protocols, and a humanitarian who gave a voice to the voiceless. Her kindness, resilience, and ability to connect with people from all walks of life made her not just the people's princess, but a global icon whose influence is still felt today. Though her life was cut tragically short, her story continues to inspire, reminding us all of the power of compassion and the courage to challenge the status quo. If you found this look into Diana's extraordinary life fascinating, be sure to subscribe and check out our next video where we'll uncover even more untold stories of iconic figures.